Hey, you piece of trash.
Who are you talking to?
You, of course.
Watch your language. That's not how you speak to your father.
Who cares? You're trash anyways. Back on track. Did you use my hairbrush? I smell the stinky hair wax of yours, and it's disgusting.
Oops, sorry about that. I was in a rush.
Don't mess around with me. Now it's contaminated. You owe me money for the brush, understand?
Fine, but you don't have to be that angry.
It's $150.
What?
Mine's expensive, okay? It's from a famous brand. So you owe me $150 ASAP.
For just a hairbrush? You don't need such an expensive hairbrush. You're only 17. Isn't it too good for you?
Shut up. I'm too good for you to be my father.
Jeez.
You should understand it's a miracle for you to have a family like me and Mom. You're even living in Grandpa's house. So you should be thankful for what you have, Steve.
Olivia, enough. As I said, that's not how you speak to your father. Did I do something wrong to you? I mean, you used to call me Dad back then.
You're annoying. Your whole existence is annoying me. Don't you realize that you're a lame father?
What do you mean?
I can't believe you don't know yourself. Your looks, how you dress, and how you smell, everything's just horrible.
Olivia, I didn't know you were thinking of me like that.
Well, are you anything better? No. You can't even buy a house by yourself, and you're living on your wife's parents' money. You're one awful freeloader. You're just a parasite to everyone.
Excuse me? Stop calling your father a parasite. It's rude.
No wonder Mom doesn't love you. Remember last time when you asked us out for family dinner? And you got rejected?
I do admit that, but I never imagined in my life my daughter would make fun of me like this one day.
Oh, somebody's feeling weak, huh? Then will you mind getting divorced with Mom? Didn't she ever tell you so? It just kills me thinking about the fact that I'm even sharing some of your DNA. So if you care about me, please at least get out of my sight. I don't want to see you any longer.
I can't just let go of my responsibility of being a parent, you know.
I don't care. Breathing the same air with you just drives me nuts. So shut up and get away already.
Olivia, you need to understand. I'm your father, and there's a lot of stuff I'm working hard on at the moment. So can you please give me some time?
Yeah, right. Working hard. Wait, are you making money for me? Then I can wait. So, you finally signed the divorce papers? I was almost about to lose my temper having to see your face.
I couldn't take it anymore. I don't need a fake family that wouldn't treat me as one.
Of course no one wants to be in the same family with you. Who do you think you are?
I just handed in all the legal documents, so now I'm officially out of this house.
Thank God. Now you're finally gone.
By the way, where's your mother? I've been making phone calls to her for the past 10 minutes, but she never picks up.
Obviously, she's on a date, genius.
Huh?
Don't you see? She's looking for a new partner.
But I just handed in the documents a few minutes ago. How's that possible?
Oh, you don't know? Mom started looking for one like half a year ago. I'm hoping she brings home a better father for me, though. So glad that the parasite is finally out of the house. Oh yeah, by the way, don't forget to pay me for my educational expenses and stuff. You're biologically my father, so it's your responsibility. Let's say, how about 200K for now?
Well, I'm not your father then.
What?
I said I'm not your father.
I didn't know you were that stupid. You thought you could get away with this if you get divorced? Things don't work that easily, genius. You thought a divorce would let you get away with your responsibility? Stop dreaming.
I do. Besides, I never had the responsibility to be your father anyways.
Now what? You're such a jerk. The worst being ever to live. I can't believe you're trying to do this to your child. What do you think I gave you the time for? You're the one who asked for the time, and I gave you a chance. Don't tell me you failed.
I didn't fail, I just decided not to. First of all, what do you mean I have to pay 200K? That's way too much.
It's all the expenses for me to grow up. You're the one who selfishly decided to leave, right? Borrow money or get a loan and pay for what you need to. Don't you see that I don't even want to talk to you anymore? It's just making my life miserable. Just give me the money and get out of my life already.
Get out of my life, huh? I'll give those words straight back to you.
What do you mean?
Come on, you're already a high schooler. Is my English that difficult for you? Your parents should have educated you better.
Hello? Why don't you check yourself in the mirror? Unfortunately, you are one of my parents. No other way.
Oh please, is communicating in English that hard for you? Get help. As I said a million times, I am not your father.
I don't see where this is going.
For God's sake, I took a DNA test and the results came out that I'm not your father, and you are not my daughter. Understood? Whose daughter even are you?
Wait, I don't understand. You're joking around with me, right?
Then let me explain again. I was never your father. And you were some random guy's daughter. Period.
I don't believe you. The results must be wrong. Most of all, I never even took a DNA test in my life. How can you be so sure?
Just so you know, my parents have been suspecting whether you're my actual daughter. I've been convincing them that you were my daughter for the whole time. But since it was a good opportunity this time, I decided to take the test. But I didn't expect the results to turn out like this. As people say, you should always listen to your parents, I guess.
Stop it! I know you're lying to me.
I'm not. Sadly, this is the truth.
Then how did you even test my DNA?
Your hairbrush. I took some of your hair off the brush and handed it in for testing. I cleaned the brush the day before and collected samples the next day, right after you finished using it. Obviously, you were the only one using it, so it can't be anyone else's hair.
That is so disgusting! How dare you do that? That's what a stalker does, not a father.
Whatever you say. Well, thanks to that, I got to realize the truth.
I can't believe this. So it's true that I'm not your daughter?
Exactly. So there's no such thing as my responsibility to pay for your educational expenses at all.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, just so to inform everyone, don't forget to move out of that house during this week, okay?
Huh?
It's going to be someone else's house by next week.
What are you talking about? Are you nuts? You were just a freeloader. And it's my grandparents' house.
The house is signed under my name, you know.
No way.
That house was passed down from my parents when they passed away before my marriage. When I married your mother, she asked me if she can invite her parents over so she can take care of them. And I approved it, see?
I don't believe you. Mom told me it was her family's house.
Maybe she was trying to take it away from me, since she found her way to make you my daughter. Well, too bad. The cat's already out of the bag.
So, this house belonged to you in the first place?
Yep, since the very beginning. And now it'll be someone else's, since I managed to find a person who was interested in buying it. They told me they're ready to move in next week, so good luck with packing your stuff.
You freak! How could you do this to us? You're kicking us out all of a sudden? That's not fair!
Wait, let me get this straight. Wasn't it you guys who kicked me out in the first place?
Well...
Anyways, good luck.
No, please. Not the house. Cancel the deal immediately.
But then I'll have to pay for the cancellation fee. Are you gonna pay for me? It's about $100K in total. Sound good?
Are you crazy? Of course I can't afford that. And neither can Mom.
I bet. I mean, there's other fees coming up, like the compensation for me. A house shouldn't be the priority, right?
Now what? What compensation?
About you, of course. I was fooled for 13 years of my precious lifetime. To raise someone else's child, I'm the victim of this whole situation.
No one fooled you. It's not our fault. Besides, I don't think Mom was even trying to fool you for that.
Oh, really? I was talking to some of your friends, and I even have the records as proof. They told me your mom told everyone that she married me for a stable life, because she got dumped right before she found out about her pregnancy.
What? Why would Mom tell that to people?
Well, there's no lie that I was doing my best to bring us back together. But since she was going out quite often when I didn't know, I decided to hire a detective. And guess what? There was loads of evidence that she was hanging out with other men. Then I finally realized how much time I was wasting.
But it's not completely our fault that you weren't loved, is it?
Yeah, you're right. So I no longer have the need to work hard for any of you anymore.
What do you mean?
I did know your mother was going out with many other men, but I never knew she was looking for a new partner before divorce. I guess that means a rise in the compensation.
No!
So don't forget to tell your mother that we'll have a lawyer in between us in any kind of conversation from now on.
Are you sure about this? If you let go of Mom, you'll never find a chance to get married again. Like, ever. No one will be interested in a middle-aged, poor businessman, I'm sure. I've been convincing them that you were my father the whole time. I'll talk to Mom, so please?
Then what if the middle-aged man owned a business?
What?
I never informed you guys about this, but I started my own business half a year ago.
How?
I did work as a technician at a company, but I decided to start something for myself using the programming projects I worked on myself during my free time. I never knew how it would end up, but I guess everything's going better than expected. We're even moving our office into the city.
So what? There's nothing special starting a business these days. There's rental offices and even virtual ones. What's so special?
I make $30K a month. How does that sound?
You mean a year?
Nope. A month.
What? You're kidding.
Swear to God. So there's nothing so bad for me to being single at this time of my career. I have something I can feel passionate about, and there's more opportunities to meet new people. You should start worrying about yourself, not me.
Dad, I'm sorry. Please come back. You shouldn't have gotten divorced.
Dad? Stop joking. It gets on my nerves. As I said, I am not your father.
Maybe we don't have a connection in our blood, but we spent 13 years together. You're my one and only dad. I was just shy, you know? It's hard for kids at my age to let everything out. But I love you as my dad. Please, come back. Or take me with you.
I'm surprised how you can say so much. To be honest, I was shocked to find out the results of the test.
See?
Even if you weren't my actual daughter, I did raise you for 13 years. And since it wasn't your fault all of this started, I did consider paying for your education. Well, too bad. You ruined it yourself.
No, please. I was just an innocent child. I didn't do anything. You need to reconsider this, Dad.
No one wants to be in the same family as me, right?
Yes, I do.
Didn't the fact that we share DNA kill you? But good news, we don't, even a single bit. Thanks for not being my daughter. Good luck in life. The very next week, the new residents of the house moved in, which means the family had no other choice but to leave. Without anywhere else to go, they rented a small apartment, too small for 4 people to fit in. And about the results of my trial, the fact that my ex-wife fooled me to raise her daughter as my actual child got into consideration, which got me an amount of $60,000 in compensation. Since there's no way my ex-wife can afford that money at once, she is living in debt at the moment, without a proper house to stay in. Now the whole entire family, including her parents, are working part-time to pay back the debt. On the other hand, my business has been going better than ever, doing new things every day. Although I haven't met someone special yet, ever since, it will be nice to have a true family in the future.